Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, responded to the Securities and Exchange Commission's surprising decision to drop the Coinbase action by saying that the SEC is now swiftly abandoning the regulations put in place by the previous administration. Let's just say that this SEC has shown a strong interest in swiftly moving on from the failing regulation by enforcement tactics of the previous administration, which I know many people, including myself, are impatient in answer, he said. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, declared that the agency would drop the action against the biggest exchange in the U.S., according to a report by You Today. Importantly, the trading platform will not be forced to make any concessions or pay even a symbolic fee. The matter was dismissed with prejudice, meaning that it can be resubmitted at a later time that works better for someone, according to lawyer Jeremy Hogan's card. He told reporters, "I guess this SEC is not waiting for Atkins to be confirmed before making big crypto moves." Even though it was expected that the new Securities and Exchange Commission leadership would have a far more liberal stance against cryptocurrencies, many in the industry were surprised by the decision. Will Ripple be the upcoming cryptocurrency? Former Securities and Exchange Commission official John Reed Stark has also stated that the appeal against Ripple will be rescinded soon, according to a report by You Today. A card regarding this prediction, Hogan is in agreement. According to the legal commentator, the highly publicized case is likely to be dismissed shortly. It's possible that the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, hasn't dismissed the Ripple action yet because it prioritizes cases with rapidly approaching deadlines. A month ago, the SEC's opening brief was turned in. Furthermore, by April 16th, Ripple has asked the court to submit its cross-appeal brief. The unexpected move by the SEC to drop its action against Coinbase shocked the industry. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, expressed his astonishment and pointed out that the company seemed eager to abandon its previous enforcement-focused strategy. This alteration leads to speculation. Will the next block be Ripple? Today we examine the price prediction for XRP in further detail and examine whether the SEC's most recent move signals a sea change for Ripple. The CEO of Ripple issued a statement in response to the SEC's ruling. The surprising move by the SEC to drop its action against Coinbase surprised a lot of people. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, offered his thoughts on the issue, saying that the organization appeared to be abandoning its previous enforcement-based strategy. If Ripple chooses to back off from its aggressive legal action, it may become the next target of the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the lawsuit against Coinbase was abandoned with prejudice, meaning it might be reopened at a later time, according to attorney Jeremy Hogan. For the time being, nonetheless, the ruling suggests that the regulatory body's goals have changed. A number of industry experts, including former SEC official John Reed Stark, have stated that the SEC may decide to drop its appeal against Ripple. An expert from X believes that this possible result could result in a positive market sentiment toward XRP in the coming weeks. In conclusion, in summary, the Securities and Exchange Commission's decision to drop its action against Coinbase signifies a shift in approach, and many are speculating as to whether Ripple might reach a similar conclusion. Traders are still watching for big changes, despite experts' ongoing disagreement on whether the agency will withdraw its appeal. If the appeal court were to overturn either of these conclusions, it would be a clear victory for the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. Such a decision might lead to greater regulatory scrutiny of XRP sales, which would also create more legal problems for other cryptocurrency efforts. The SEC's complaint against Ripple remains unresolved, despite being one of the most closely watched problems in the Bitcoin industry. The appeal that is presently being considered has the ability to alter the case's outcome, even though the district court has already rendered a significant verdict in the litigation. It is highly likely that the Second Circuit Court of Appeals will uphold Torres' decision, strengthening the legal status of XRP retail sales. However, particularly in view of the recent political changes, the possibility of a settlement remains open. A reversal would be a huge victory for the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and may potentially reshape the regulatory environment for digital assets in the U.S., but it is less likely. A recent legislative hearing in the United States of America further supports Judge Torres' argument that XRP is not a security in and of itself. The chairperson of the newly formed Senate Banking Committee on Digital Assets, Senator Cynthia Lummis, a Republican from Wyoming, shared her thoughts on the committee's most recent hearing, which focused on the legislative framework of digital assets and the Senate's most recent cryptocurrency discoveries. In a piece published on X earlier today, Lummis shared three important findings regarding digital assets. She started by pointing out that the bulk of cryptocurrencies don't meet the long-standing Howey test qualifications. This leads to the conclusion that digital assets that don't fit Howey's criteria shouldn't be subject to securities regulations. Second, she acknowledged that when it comes to the evolution of crypto legislation, the U.S. is trailing behind other nations. Garlinhouse, the CEO of Ripple, and other interested individuals in the cryptocurrency space have already voiced this opinion. Senator Lummis concluded by saying that the committee learned that stablecoins will bring the American payment system into the 21st century. Given this, stablecoins seem to have the potential to enhance the nation's outdated financial system by offering faster and more economical payments than conventional options. Judge Torres' choice was the right one. There is no security in XRP. As anticipated, crypto enthusiasts took notice of the tweet made by Senator Lummis, and many of them focused on the conclusions regarding the legal status of cryptocurrencies. Renowned cryptocurrency attorney Bill Morgan claims that this finding adds to the proof that Judge Analisa Torres was correct in ruling that XRP is not a security. It's crucial to remember that the judge said this in July 2023 when she delivered her landmark ruling in the SEC v. Ripple case. In contrast, the judge ruled that XRP could be offered for sale as a security. Judge Torres classified these transactions as investment contracts, since Ripple's sale to institutional clients reflected this. Significance with reference to XRP. Essentially, the U.S. Senate's conclusions about the security of cryptocurrency at this stage give additional support for Judge Torres's classification of XRP. He informs Judge Torres,